Big Shealy's Huskies bring back 25 starters, not something they could boast just a few years ago. A balanced returning look, 10 on offense, 10 on defense. This will be a veteran group entering conference play here in 2016, looking to improve on last year's 2-9 mark. Again, we welcome you back to the desk. A couple of juniors, redshirt juniors, joining me as Garrett, Dolan, the junior linebacker out there on the wing, and the talented running back in Terrance Peters in the middle. Garrett, you were with us here 2 years ago as part of this football media day. You were part of a program that had not officially played its first snap, representing the team as a freshman.
Yes,
it has to help put in perspective exactly how far you all have come in now just a little over 2 years.
Oh, most definitely. When I first got on campus and everybody was just so excited just to be on the campus, just getting to know everybody and haven't even played a down yet with anybody. But that first season was just so exciting for us just to get experience in the conference, and how much we've grown to this coming year is just really just kind of like awe-inspiring for me to see how far we've come.
Garrett, as a sophomore last year, was 13th in the country with 11 tackles per contest, almost 200 tackles already in his career. We mentioned 2 years ago, you've got a lot of ties to Lake Charles, some family that had played for the Cowboys, making your own mark with the Huskies. Terrance, on the offensive side as a running back, what are you looking forward to the most in terms of improvement? I know this is a deeper team as a result of now being 3 years old, and you've got some real talent out there with you.
Well, our offensive line is getting a lot bigger and a lot stronger. We're getting smarter. We're getting the knowledge is there. Now, we're not young anymore. We're a bigger team, and I just feel like we're going to come out this upcoming season and just be very explosive and just make big plays. We have a lot of big play guys on our team, and we're going to shock the conference, hopefully.
And Vic Shealy a few years ago had a lot of decisions to make. What would the uniforms look like? Would you play an exhibition season before starting this program? Now he just has to make sure that he's able to pick 11 starters on each side of the football. The head coach, the only head coach that the Huskies have ever known, is with Kamady.
Thanks, Lincoln. Yeah, easy decision, right? Just choosing those players on each side of the ball. But you guys have done great things since joining in 2014. Now, what has that transition been like for you? Are you pretty happy with where you guys sit and going into this third season?
Well, I think our expectations are to win every ball game, and win only one conference game in 2 years is not good enough. But I am blessed every day to walk into the office with coaches that bleed blue and players that are willing to suffer and sacrifice to play game of football, and they have built a great chemistry, and we've got a good thing going, and I really think this year's going to be a special year.
We're excited to see it, and like we heard just a couple minutes ago, you're bringing back 25 starters. That's crazy. It's a ton of kids. What are you expecting as far as the veteran leadership boosting you into this next season?
Well, that's been one of the biggest things. You know, when you're young, you don't really have a lot of leadership in the program. They're just trying to figure out how to play the game themselves. But now with 40-some-odd juniors in our program that have started a game, we got mature faces, mature bodies, and I know that we're going to handle adversity, but we're also going to handle victory well this year.
I'm sure you're starting a lot of firsts. You kind of run into a lot of firsts just with a new program. You also have two of your first ever FBS opponents coming up this season. What's that like for you, and what are you hoping to gain from that experience? You
know, over the last few years, there have been a lot of forever firsts in our program, and certainly playing Western Kentucky, who was undefeated in the Conference USA, and then a really rising, improving UTEP. This is another opportunity for us to be able to improve as a program, and then take the Southland brand out there and play against great teams.
Perfect. Well, we're really excited to see how you guys do this year. I'm sure we'll see lots of improvements as well. Lincoln, back to you.
Thank you, Kamady. We are not going to have to wait long to see the Huskies in action. They play in the first game in Southland Conference competition September 1st. They open up on the road, on the Stripes in Conway, Arkansas. That game will be televised on the American Sports Network.